Alright, so thank you for watching this video. So now the video that we are going to talk about is how to make FU money, right? And you might ask, what is FU money? FU money is more money than you've ever made in your career. Here's the thing. The money is made in the follow-up, hence FU. Alright, so I'm going to teach you a proven system that I've used and that we teach to our referral partners, and this is what our referral partners who are having the most success are doing. Because what we found is most people struggle with the follow-up. You know, I often ask my referral partners or when I meet new people, so if a lead comes in, and I'm not talking about, the sister or the cousin or the friend or the neighbor, right? That's a referral. That's not a lead. That's someone who's, giving you a referral from someone they talk to all the time. I'm talking about a lead that is saying, raising their hand, hey, I want some help, right? How often do you follow up? And the answer that we usually get is about 3 times, right? They call them and then, they might email them a couple times. But here's the problem, guys. 48% of people, salespeople, regardless of industry, never follow up with a lead. I mean, this blows my mind. I mean, these are leads. These are people raising their hand saying, I want information about real estate, or I want information about whatever it is that someone is selling, and 48% of people never follow up. Now, here's the other scary fact. Only 5% of sales take place after 3 touches. What we know is that 80% of sales take place between the 5th and 12th touch. So we created this how to make FU money follow-up system. So I'm going to share it with you. It's called 3-3-3 go away. The first 3 is the 3 modes of communication, right? We have phone call, we have text, and we have email/Facebook Messenger. Now let's talk about phone calls. Here's what we know. 87% according to AT&T of phone calls go unanswered. Second thing is text messages. Text messages, we know 99% of text messages at least get read even if they don't respond. And then we also know the third method, which is email and /Facebook Messenger, is email sometimes can go to spam or maybe they just don't check them. Facebook Messenger, if you're not using Facebook Messenger to reach out to potential clients, you're really missing an opportunity here. Remember what we talked about in some of our classes. 4.5 hours a day is the amount of time that the average person spends on Facebook. So the cool thing about Facebook Messenger is you can communicate with them just like a text message, and it'll actually show you whether or not they've seen it. So that way you're like, haha, I know you've seen it. So they can't really run from you, right? But here's what we want to do. So that's the first 3. The second 3, though, is timing is so important with the follow-up systems. Because remember, these people are shopping on the internet, which means if you don't get them the information they want, they're on to whoever can provide it. So the second 3 is you have 3 minutes to reach out to these people with those first 3 modes of communication. Now, if you work with us and you're one of our referral partners and on our referral platform, we actually send an automated email when they sign up. We then send a slide dial voice message, right? So within 40 seconds of them hitting submit, they're going to have a missed call on that cell phone, and it's going to be from you, the referral partner, not from me, but from you. And it's going to state something along the lines of, hey, this is Chad with Hot Homes. Thank you for filling out the information. I'm sorry that I missed your call. Do me a favor, call me back, or text me when a good time for us to talk is. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to take away that call reluctance from the real estate agent. Or even if you're busy, now you've got some sort of communication that's gone out to them. And then the third one is obviously the text. And we send a text within the first minute, and it just says, hey, your consultant for Hot Homes is Jane, right? And so ideally what we want you to do is we want you to text and say, hey, I just left you a voicemail. When's a good time for us to talk? And we're going to teach you that as well, right? And then if they don't respond for those first 3 within the first 3 minutes, what you do, which is the third 3, is 3 hours later you're going to call them, you're going to text them, and you're going to email them /Facebook message them. Now here's the thing, I'm already taking care of the majority of the first 3 because I know people are busy, and honestly some people are lazy. You do have to do the 3 hour later, those 3 modes by yourself. Now here's the reality though, if you think about it, 80% of sales take place between the 5th and 12th touch. We just touched that potential buyer 6 times on the first day. Now the go away part is simple. If those 6 touches don't result in some sort of correspondence back from the consumer, we're going to literally text them every single day until they either give us the information that we want or they give us the middle finger emoji. Right? Remember, they requested the information. They double opted in. They raised their hand and said, help us. It is our obligation to follow up with them and get them the information they need. This is how we feed our families. So you text them every day. Now, here's a simple one. And we teach this one-on-one, but I'm gonna just give you one simple one, right? You could text them and say, hey, if it was me, I'd say, hey, this is Chad with Hot Homes. I understand you requested some information. Are you looking for home or community? Not what are you looking for, because they may or may not even know. You know, here in Houston, people will shop from Sugar Land all the way to, you know, Cypress. I mean, that's a 40-mile radius, right? So not what are you looking for, but home or community. If they say home, great, 4-bedroom or 3. 4, awesome. 2,000 square feet, bigger or smaller? Bigger. Fantastic. Tell you what, do you have 3 minutes where I can ask you a few more questions so I can get a list together for you? Now you're engaging, all right? Have fun with it, right? People want to know that it's not a robot. You know, you can say all sorts of things, you know, misspell words, make sure that they realize that, you know, there's a real person on the other end. Now, here's the key. 2 things that I want to stress to you. Let's say they give you the information and it's on a Sunday or Monday. Now, you need to be doing all this, but here's why you want to text every single day. Monday comes and they're back to work and they're busy. Tuesday they're back to work and they're busy again, and maybe their children have some sort of sport or things, like mine are constantly doing things, right? And then Wednesday, you know, I mean to call back, but I've just been busy or whatever. But come Thursday, I want to look at homes. If you've texted me every single day, now I'm not the jerk who ignored your you know, call for 4 days. When you text me that morning and say, hey, you know, blah, 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 house or home, right? Now what I can do is I can respond on Thursday and say, you know what? I'm really sorry. I was really, really busy. I meant to get back to you sooner. You've now made it safe for me to come back. It's really important that we make that it's safe for them to come back, and we sell people where they want to be sold. Now here's the real reality too, if you think about it. You know, based on the lead, what part of town, what part of community, or even what type of listing they're interested in. So why would you not go into your MLS system and set them up on some sort of, I think in Tempo here in Houston, but what you'd be able to do is you'd be able to set them up on a list of 3 to 5 or whatever it is, listings based on that criteria in that area. Maybe they don't respond because you know, they're busy, but maybe if they see something that you send over that's of interest to them, maybe they hit you up on Tuesday and not Thursday. All right, so remember, how to make FU money is more money than you've ever made, but it is made in the follow-up. What's going to differentiate you in this shift from all the other real estate agents, and remember, we talked about this in one of the classes, that according to NAR, your association, 92% of you don't do a good job. 92% of the consumers that bought a home last year said they will not use their agent for the next one. We want to deliver a perfect experience. What we want to do is we want to be better. We want to be in the 8%. The great news about 92% not being happy is if we deliver a good experience, and people enjoy working with us, they're going to tell their friends, and then we're also going to have repeat business. So what you have to do is you have to be willing to put in the work and be different than everybody else. I appreciate you watching. Private message me if you got any questions.